to the big house, Michigan Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. We are keeping an eye on the weather in this one. Holly Rowe has the latest.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. The Bruins ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's Underwood to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
And this defense has forced a couple of incompletions, and now with a chance to get off the field on 3rd and 10. To the air, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Now Iamaleava unloads to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Saying in the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the coverage team all over it, and the punt is down inside the 40. heads out, ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing. Underwood. Shoots it to the left. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
And so far, man, everything's been difficult for this offense. And credit to the defense. They've taken away all the easy stuff. The easy perimeter throws, the quick throws. Nice job playing fast, playing physical. But this QB's got to get a little bit more in rhythm. Be a little bit more patient. Go through his progressions a little bit better. Right now, so far, it's an 0 for 4 start.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Right side, it's Marsh. Bust through behind his pad. Runs through, man. He might have some space. Touchdown, Wolverines. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The run inside. It's Knight. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 QB, you've got no points on offense.
3rd down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Bruins will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Running inside. It's Marshall. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Motion from the back. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. No room to bring it back. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. And they can't make the connection.
I don't know if anybody saw this happening. He's 0 for 6 to start the game throwing it. He's just not seeing the field real well. The defense has done a great job in the back end and with their pass rush, making life really hard on him. But they've got no points, and it's not a surprise. I mean, they thought they would be able to find some explosive plays throwing it early. That has not been the case.
Going long. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. He's loose. And he scores! Touchdown, UCLA!
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Marshall. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. If you get to stick around here recently, a lot of success, too.
The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Out wide right, it's Buchanan. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down. And the Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Quick give. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The AT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. From deep, it's Morgan. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Out wide left, it's Grove.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Got a little space. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
That's a nice-looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little-known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA, and you know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last carry.
Makes the grab on the big throw. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Iamaleava unloads it downfield. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Bruins. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hand it to the back. They put the brakes on it.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down. Man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They give it to him again. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. He's up to 55 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Got it, looking for a first. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. On the ground with the counter. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Wolverines are marching down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the guy. Breaks into the open. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Underwood. Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Trying to establish the run. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Quick give. It's Knight. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Throwing, Imaliava. He lets it fly. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Now the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. The running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Coming out with it, it's Morgan. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Makes the grab. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Nico Iamaleava throwing again. Got his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. They're all over him. Reels it in. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Tight end now in motion. Again, it's Iamaleava. Left side, it's Matthews. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Straight ahead, it's Knight. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Zings it complete to the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And the Bruins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Rush is on. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Takes the handoff, it's Thomas. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
And they have converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Working the ground game. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall, and he's brought down after a short gain. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Here's Underwood to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Shakes him in, and he might take off. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Escapes the pressure going right. It's a fumble on the play. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Fires left. Complete downfield. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like, they're trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a 3rd down situation, and they still can't execute. It's a slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Throwing, Underwood. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Fielded in the end zone, it's Morgan. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. One more snap coming before halftime. Play fake, Iamaleava. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, Week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 7 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's LSU on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Everybody and their brother showing blitz. They'll send the back in motion. They'll send the tight end in motion. Imaliava on the play action. Gets rid of it.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Second down coming up. Imaliava. He's looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here now early in their first possession in the third quarter. They're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Wolverines have it with a first and goal. From the red zone, it's Marshall. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up fourth and goal.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Sends it downfield. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
And almost another interception for this defense. They've been picking him off like crazy. They've shut down this passing attack, creating so many big plays. This defense is dialed in, locked in, and really creating havoc for this offense.
D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing, Imaliava. Looking left. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be third down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big third down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
Looks it in. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Hits inside. It's Marshall. Knocked down immediately.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun. There he goes. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Going with the counter play here. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Might have a chance. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, and especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Some misdirection with the counter. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He'll try to tack on 1 more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morgan. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's Iamaleava to throw. He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And how about this defense? Great job on second down and long. Now forcing an even more predictable situation. This offensive line better get it together because that pass rush is coming.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava. He's taking the shot. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be fourth down.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
Punt is in the air. Makes a move. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able. Down at the 45. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Trying to move them on the counter.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. They've got a third down and manageable from right around midfield. Out wide left, it's Marshall. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. So will the continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give on the counter. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Fowler Nicolosi. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. From out of his own end zone. UCLA will go back to work on offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
The offense has lost the element of surprise here, right? 4th quarter, they're trailing by a lot. They're trying to go 4 verticals, but the defense knows it's coming. And they do a nice job in the back end making sure that falls incomplete.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride him again. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Handoff to the lone back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
No surprise here. They've had success running the football throughout this game, and here we are late in the 4th quarter, and they're still doing it. They're still having success. This offensive line, man, They've taken this game over. They had a challenge set before them heading into this one, but they have answered the bell. These big fellas up front, they are getting it done.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Plows his way ahead. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Needs it. He's not going to get there. He needed 2 yards, but he just got 1, and the defense comes up with a stop.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. And I got to be honest, I like it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And I love that play call. I love when you're backed up in your own territory, forcing them to defend the whole field. But here's the problem. When you go aggressive twice in a row and you throw 2 incompletions, now third and long, out of your own end zone, like this is just, don't make that big mistake. Don't hold on to that football too long. Don't turn it over. You got to be smart on this third down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Iamaleava throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Play fake, Nico Iamaleava. Here's a throw downfield late. It's caught downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Oh, pressure's coming. Buried before he could blink.